I might be near Death Valley, Sergey. So if you go to Death Valley, before you go to die, come and say hi.
You know, I'm a selfish jerk, Shane. I never say hi before I die.
You'll be busy and focused.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. If I could visit America and just visit one city, where would I go? San Francisco would be a good idea. Maybe Seattle, maybe up in this area. Probably San Francisco. San Francisco might be a pretty nice place to visit. Not in the summertime, but there is lots to see, and I like the high tech. So all the high tech companies are, of course, here in San Francisco. What is it? Silicon Valley is all right here. You can find Google and everything else in these areas. So very expensive.
The Golden Bridge. Yeah.
That's right, the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah. And it really is golden. Well, red. That's the San Mateo. Where's the Golden Gate Bridge?
The Golden Gate Bridge is red bridge.
Yeah, it's actually red, huh? Where's the Golden Gate? I don't even know where it is. Oh, well. The Golden Gate Bridge is gone. Here it is.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I was in this area, and I did see the Golden Gate Bridge. And there's an area called Presidio, and Presidio is in. Here we go. This is Presidio. So when I actually finished the Army, when I got out of the military, I went here to Presidio. There's a military base. Here it is, main post. This is the military base, and this is where I left the military. This is the Presidio military base, right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Fantastic location. My mouse is not good. Yeah. This is where the military's language school is. What's that?
What did you say? My mouse is small.
Excuse me, military language school?
Yeah, the military language school is located here in Presidio. It's a very beautiful area.
Really interesting.
Yeah. They even have a golf course. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah.
So you can study every language.
Yeah, the military language
Russian or
school is
Chinese.
very famous. Yep, Russian, Korean, Arabic, Spanish, everything.
But only for military people, yeah?
No, civilians can go too. Yeah, but it's not easy to get into the school, but yes, anybody can actually go to the school.
Does it cost a lot?
I don't think so. I don't think it's that expensive, but it's very competitive. Because it's a government school, it's not going to be that expensive, but it's very focused, and it does a great job. America has two places that are famous for teaching languages. One is this. They call it the DLI, the DODLI, Department of Defense Language Institute. And then the other is BYU, Brigham Young University in Utah. Do you guys know the Mormons?
Yeah.
Has everybody heard of Mormons?
Yeah.
Religion.
Abortions are not allowed by Mormons.
Yeah, they've got a lot of interesting beliefs. The Mormons are very famous for their language school, BYU University.
Really interesting.
Sorry, what's the name of the place?
You mean the university?
Yeah.
BYU. I'll share the screen. Hold on a second. BYU, Brigham Young University.
And where is that?
It's in Utah. I'll show you. We'll zoom out of California, and right next to Nevada is Utah, and it's in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here's Colorado, here's Utah, and this is Salt Lake City, and BYU is somewhere in here. This is Salt Lake City.
So this one only for military?
No. The one in Presidio, the one in California, is mainly for military, but civilians can go too. And BYU is a regular university.
Oh, okay.
Your son is your echo.
Me?
I heard an echo. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Really?
Maybe it was just an echo. Okay.
Maybe you're gonna teach there, Shane. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you're gonna teach there.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No.
I'm done with the military.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move to DDM 72, and we can chat about other things later. DDM 72 was about the earthquakes. And we have Belarus, Germany, Saudi Arabia, and Brazil. Do you guys have earthquakes?
We had once in Aleppo,
Brazil?
Syria.
You had one in Syria.
Yeah, in Aleppo.
In Aleppo.
In Aleppo, yeah.
We say Aleppo.
The name in Arabic is different. The name is Halab, but we say Aleppo.
Okay. When was the earthquake?
That was maybe 10 years ago.
Oh.
Maybe more.
Yeah, I see it. Was it pretty bad?
On the phone. Yes.
It was pretty bad. We've changed now to Besher. Yeah, I see. Oh. What about Brazil?
No, there is no earthquakes in Brazil. There is in Chile, I think.
Yeah, Chile's got lots. That's right. Germany is safe.
Germany, yeah. We have, the people in Germany mostly are experiencing flood, yeah.
Flood is the most common.
Yeah. Most common. For example, I was riding today, this morning, at the river Oder, in Germany.
Okay.
It's nice. Do you know that river?
How do you spell it?
O-D-E-R.
I think I've heard of it.
Oder. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Nice. Really nice area.
Oh.
And
Right in the center?
I was riding on the dam.
You were riding on a dam there.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a small river.
No. It's a big one.
Is it near Poland?
Yeah, it's some kind of state board between Germany and Poland.
So it is, here we go. Yeah, I see it. So it is right along the border.
Yeah, border, yeah. State border, yeah.
Oh, so your house is very close to Poland.
Yeah, 40 kilometers, yeah, away from Poland.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which city?
Yeah, which city again?
Yeah, Eberswalde,
Eberswalde. Where is it? The north or south?
north of Berlin.
North of Berlin. Ah, here we go. Eberswalde. Is the river in Eberswalde too?
No. Only a canal.
It's just a canal, and that takes you to the river.
Yeah. It takes you or me or many ships to.
Oh, are there lots of ships there too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sergey, were you born in Germany or USSR?
Yeah, close to Moscow. Actually, close to Yaroslav.
And then you went to Germany, yeah?
Yeah, I would say it's almost 20 years. It was 20 years ago. Yeah. So like shame.
How old was you?
Yeah, I was 25.
25.
Just a young man. Germany, there's the Mercedes-Benz right there.
Yeah.
This looks like a really nice area. Can you go fishing in this river?
Yeah, you can. If you have a permission, yeah. It's not that expensive. Yeah, maybe 2 or 20 euros a year.
Well, that sounds nice.
You can buy it. Yeah.
That sounds great.
But no earthquakes.
Yep,
No.
very safe, right?
We don't have that kind of fault lines.
Yeah. Yeah, Europe and Brazil, Middle East. Well, actually, the Middle East does have a lot of earthquakes, but I think the Saudi Arabia area seems to be pretty safe, which is good. Yeah, earthquakes. Some of those are just massive. We have one of our students. Her name is Berta. She's from Mexico, and in 1985, Mexico had a really bad earthquake, and she was there. I think she said she was there, or her sister was there, and it was very, very scary. But of course, then in Japan, Chile, like you said, David, Chile has a lot of earthquakes. Actually, Alberto and his wife are from Colombia, and they experienced a really horrible earthquake in Colombia about 10 years ago. So if you live in an area with lots of earthquakes, I can imagine it would be very scary. We'll go ahead and read this story here. We'll start with Alex. Alex, can you read the first paragraph, and then we'll switch lines with everybody, okay?
Yeah. Marine biologists are hoping their hard work will help unlock the mystery behind a rare find in Oceanside. Scientists spent a day dissecting an oarfish, one of two that tore up on southern California beaches last week. New at 10 News reporter Axel DeMartin explains why some believe the appearance of the oarfish means that San Diegans should brace themselves for a big one.
Good. David.
A strange occurrence has not only one, but two of the rarest creatures from the deep blue sea washed ashore in the same week in Catalina and Oceanside.
Good job. Ahmad. Or is it Besher?
Yes. Ah, okay, be sure. You want to try?
Yeah.
This is the oarfish.
Oarfish are one of the strange, exotic fish that really catch people's attention. So when they do appear, they lead to suspicion.
Very good. Ahmad, can you read the next one?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Like a sea serpent myth, according to traditional Japanese lore, the oarfish will surface and then beat themselves to show signs of an impending earthquake.
Good job, RoboCop. Sergey, are you there? Sergey might be busy.
Okay, there's a big difference between suggesting something like that and actually proving what did an animal sense. What did it feel that we didn't feel that told us about a coming event.
Great job. Let me give this one to David.
The UK's Telegraph newspaper reported that after the big earthquakes in March of 2010 in Aichi and Taiwan, that 10 oarfish washed up in Japan. Problem is the big earthquake in Japan didn't happen until exactly a year later, in March of 2011.
Great job. And Alex?
There is no scientific proof or theories that bottom-dwelling fish may be susceptible to movement in seismic fault lines.
Good job. And Amar?
Yeah. The problem for earthquake prediction is you can't just go out and watch them for the earthquake coming next year, because that earthquake might be 100 years away. And that's the difficulty in trying to observe animals and see how they behave before an earthquake. How they behave before an earthquake.
Great job. And Besher?
Besher.
Yes. Studies have been done on other animals sensing earthquakes before they happen. That elephant sensed something and went up to it.
Great job. And Sergey?
Still so many questions left unanswered, but scientists are hoping to figure it out soon. Ashley DeMardino, 10 News.
Great job. I think it is DeMartino, but who knows? Yeah, I think it was DeMartino though. Great job. Let me go back to Alex.
Okay, I know the Americans don't like the T sound.
Right.
They don't like it.
Yeah, that's true. But in a name, we do make an exception with somebody's name.
Okay.
Yep. You're right though. Alex spent the day dissecting an oarfish.
Spent the day dissecting an oarfish.
Great job. Southern California beaches.
Southern California beaches.
Yeah, get that TH a little bit more. Southern California beaches.
Southern California beaches.
Very good, very good. How do you read this?
I don't know. New at 6 a.m.
Yeah, we should say 6 o'clock.
New at 6 o'clock.
Exactly. The best way to read this is either new at 6, 10 news reporter, or if I wrote this, new at 6 o'clock, 10 news reporter. So this is the name of the show. This is the name of, the show. And this is the job title. So, and this of course is the person's name. So this gets confusing, but we say it like this: new at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter Ashley DiMartino. One more time.
New at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter Ashley DiMartino.
Good job. And be careful with the... Go ahead.
Explain 10 News reporter. What
This is the job title. So
job title?
this is so the new at 6 o'clock, this would be the, I'm guessing, but this would be the 6 p.m. news. 10 News reporter means Channel 10 News reporter. Okay, so in San Diego, California, this person works for Channel 10, and she's a news reporter. And she's a reporter for the 6 p.m. news.
Okay.
All right, it's a little bit confusing. Be careful on the pronunciation, because when you said this earlier, it sounded like asshole.
Ashley.
There you go. David, this word.
Creatures.
Yeah, don't worry about the A. Creatures.
Creatures.
Very good. And put this together.
Rarest creatures.
That was good.
Rarest or rarest?
Rarest, we can get rid of the T. 2 of the rarest creatures.
2 of the rarest creatures.
Very good. Wash ashore.
Wash ashore.
There you go. This was tough for dictation. Lots of people missed that.
Yeah.
Speculation. I think this was Besher?
Yeah, sure.
Speculation.
Excellent job. And this is Ahmad. Is it the oarfish or the oarfish?
The oarfish.
That's right. An impending earthquake.
An impending earthquake.
Very good, very good. I think this was David. I think, is that right?
Yep.
Read this.
Years is hard.
I know.
2010 or 2010.
Perfect. Okay. I think in this case, I think they said 2010, but that's right. 2010 or 2010. Good job. Pronunciation.
18.
Now in America, now we go back to what Sergey said. We don't like the T. So in America we say Haiti.
Haiti. Okay.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
No.
Taiwan.
No. Taiwan.
Taiwan.
That's better. Haiti and Taiwan.
Taiwan. Haiti and Taiwan.
Perfect. This one?
2011.
Exactly. So we had speculation here, and now we got this one. Alex?
The oarfish? Susceptible.
Yeah, don't worry about the C. Susceptible. Susceptible.
Susceptible.
Susceptible.
Susceptible.
There you go. There you go. And I think this was my prediction.
What did I say? Yeah, prediction.
You said predi a little bit more of an E. I want it shorter. Earthquake prediction.
Earthquake prediction.
Great job. Great job. And that is it. Questions on this lovely story?
Me.
Yes, sir.
What's the meaning of wash ashore? Ashore.
Okay, that's a good question. So, Besher, have you ever been to the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to the ocean and you have an empty bottle, and inside the bottle, you write a letter and then put it into the bottle and then throw it to the ocean, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe that bottle and that letter will go to a very distant country, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when that bottle actually comes, it floats on the water. It's on top of the water, right?
Yeah.
And then slowly, 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 it goes to land.
Okay.
So ashore means land. And to wash ashore means to float into land.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. Next brilliant question. Or dumb question.
Dumb questions, okay?
Yes, I love dumb questions.
No. Right now I have nothing. I'm just kidding.
I like to tell students this. I'm going to write it down. The only stupid question is the question you didn't ask.
Yeah.
Very important. Sergey, you're a philosopher. You're a philosopher. Sergey, you're a philosopher. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's some it's a wisdom, yeah, common wisdom, yeah.
That's right.
You know, I don't know, but in Germany, the people say if you ask, it doesn't cost anything.
There you go. Asking doesn't cost anything.
Yeah. Do you
Yep.
say the same in America? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I'll do a quick Google. Do we actually say it? Asking doesn't cost anything. Asking doesn't cost anything. Yeah, not too much, but we do say it. It looks like it's more common in Europe, but we do say it. We do say it.
Yeah.
So it's probably a translation of German, but yes, we do say it.
For example, if I ask you, Shane, give me $1,000. Oh, Sergey.
Sorry.
You got to be kidding me? Sorry. But if I ask you, Shane, tell me about pronunciation, even though, can I skip TH?
One more time.
Even though, can I skip TH? Can I say even though?
No, that's a good question. No. Even though, keep the TH. Yeah.
But the end sound is strong, and
Yeah.
TH is...
Yeah, this is like, however, that's a good point. But even though, well, you know what, Sergey, actually, even though I was busy, yeah, you can. It's very possible, even though I was busy, absolutely, yes, you can cancel it. My recommendation, never cancel sounds, okay? Intentionally. Cancellation should come naturally. So if you ask an American, can you cancel the TH in though, just like you asked me? My first answer is no, of course not. But actually, even though you asked me, even though I said no, I think you can. Yes, you can. Yes, it is possible to cancel if you say it quickly without the intention of canceling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who would like to eat this fish?
No one.
Really? Is it eatable?
Would you like to try?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So Besher,
With you.
you would like some oar fish soup.
Yummy.
Yeah. Actually, it's not edible.
Yeah.
People don't eat this fish. But in China and in Korea, they do have something similar. First of all, I'm not showing you the fish, sorry. So this, once again, this is the oarfish. We can see it's just a huge thing. But in Korea and China, they have, I don't know the English name, I'll look it up. But they have something very similar. It's also very thin, but it's much smaller. It's about 50 centimeters to maybe 1 meter. And they do eat this. You can see it's very thin. They do eat this, and they bake it. They fry it. There are many different ways to eat it. And it's actually really good. I've had it too, and it tastes very good. But I think it's quite different than the oarfish. But it resembles the oarfish. It looks very similar. Let's see, kalchi, hairtail. So they call this a hairtail. Oh, it's found in the Red Sea. So I guess you have it also in
Saudi Arabia, but what do they call it?
the large head hairtail.
Large head hairtail. I never heard of this one. But probably we have it here if it is in Red Sea.
Yeah, yeah.
Here the most popular one is they call it Nagel.
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 Najel?
Nagel, yeah. N-A-G-A-L, Nagel, or E-L.
E-L. N-A-G.
N-A-D?
N-A-G-E-L, Nagel.
That's not Najel.
Maybe just you have to write the Nagel fish or...
This. Oh. I'm getting weird things. Yeah. In America, we don't eat much seafood. If they do, and of course, Seattle, San Francisco, Boston, they have lots of seafood. But where I'm from, seafood is not very popular. What about in Germany? Germany, is seafood big? And I'll ask Alex too. In Belarus, do you eat much seafood?
No,
Not too common, right?
we don't have a sea,
Right, right, right.
and the fish are a little bit expensive maybe, and not so common. And
Yeah, yeah. You guys are a ways away from the sea. What about in Germany, Sergey? Is seafood popular? Sergey might. There he is.
Yeah, seafood, you know, Shane, not very popular. It was about the river Oder, yeah? Oder, and we have enough, some kind of, not fresh water fish, you know?
Right, right, right. Same where I'm from. But they don't sell it at the market. People just catch it and eat it, right?
Yeah, you can buy it private, you know, Shane.
Okay, okay. So some places do sell it.
Yeah, some places, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's tasty. But salt water fish,
Not
very
common.
popular.
Yeah.
Not common, yeah.
Well, in Saudi Arabia, you've got water all around you. You've got the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and I forget the Arabian Gulf. I have to be careful. Because in English they say Persian Gulf, and many people have yelled at me, it's not the Persian Gulf, it's the Arabian Gulf.
Yeah.
Is seafood popular in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, here in Jeddah it's very popular. and Nagel and Hamor is very popular fish, and it's very tasty.
Can you write it in Arabic in the chat? And I'll, I don't know if you can chat. You're on the iPad, right?
Hamor, it's H-A-M-O-U-R.
H-A-M-O-U-R.
Oh, yeah, Hamor fish.
Whoops. Whoops. Come on.
Yes, I have it here in my iPhone.
Oh, this is huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the Hamor. It's very tasty.
How do you eat it?
This is the best frying. Right, we fried it.
These
And
things are
the Nagel-
huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And the Nagel, we bake it.
Ah. Look at this thing. It's a horse. Can you imagine swimming and then suddenly you see this fish next to you? It could eat you.
But I never see this size really. Yeah, we get the normal size. Hamor, the normal size.
Look at that. Wow. Wow. What about Brazil? Is seafood popular in Brazil?
Yeah, it's popular, but it's expensive too. It's hard to prepare too.
So
Oh,
do you buy it at the restaurant or do you buy it at the market?
you can buy at the restaurant or the market. In the market there are many kinds of fish. There are nuggets of fish.
You live in which city?
São José dos Campos. S-A-O-J-O-O-S-E.
Where is that? Near what?
Up São Paulo.
North of São Paulo. So it's near São Paulo.
S-A-O-J-O-S-E.
Yep, I found it. Dos Campos.
Yep.
Okay. So you are right next to the ocean. So do you have is fishing a big industry here?
No.
Not too big.
Fish is popular all in Brazil in general is popular. You can find fish in restaurants or market in any city of Brazil.
If you go to America, and I have a feeling Germany and maybe Belarus would be the same, you can find fish in the restaurant, but it's usually cod, and this is what cod looks like. But we never see the fish. It's usually a cod patty, and it comes, just like this, something like that, or a fish burger, something like that. So cod and haddock, these are the common fish, and they use nets. They use big nets to catch these fish in the sea, of course. And yeah, it's good. It's good restaurant food, but once again, it's not very common at the market. But if you go to Boston, San Francisco, you do see a fisherman's market.
There is McFish in America.
Yeah, which is probably this. It's probably haddock or cod. Yeah. Let's find out, is it? What is McFish made of? McFish is made of what? Pollock. So this is another, it's just like haddock, pollock, same thing. They all look the same. Alaskan pollock, this is what it looks like. It's good.
Yeah. How did you say that bone there is in fish that hurt you? Spine, thorn.
We just say bones. We just say bones. We don't, it's the spine. Yes, it is the spine, but we just say
Yeah.
bones.
It's dangerous eat that
They can catch in your
bones.
throat.
I just say bone.
Yep, just say bone. That's right. Yep. Yeah, they're sharp. They can get caught in your throat. They're very painful. Ah.
Your mom said to you when you are a child, Shane, when you eat fish, take care with the bone.
That's right. We say spit the bones out. Spit the bones out.
Spit the bones out.
Yep. When we would go fishing, my dad and I, my mom and dad and I, and after we'd go fishing, I would always help my dad, and we would fillet the fish. And you can see here, we cut the meat away from the bones. So in America, where I'm from, we usually do not eat bony fish. We cut out the bones, and we throw it away. That's what we do.
But there is kind of fish that is impossible.
And there's
Taking
what we do, yeah. So there's a fish called in America, the northern. And the northern is very difficult to fillet because it's a very fat fish, but if you fillet it, the meat is very skinny, and you can see all the bones. So what we do is we pickle the fish. Do you know to pickle?
No.
Pickle recipe. How do I explain this? A pickle recipe. Okay, I'll just go pickle.
cut it in little parts.
No,
we
we
know the
Pickle,
We know,
yeah.
we know pickle.
yeah, we put it in
Vegetables,
vinegar.
yeah, vegetables.
Yeah, we pickle vegetables, but we can pickle fish too. And what that does, if you pickle the fish, the bones melt. They disappear.
Okay.
And it's really delicious. Oh, I like pickled fish. Oh, God, now I'm hungry. My dad does a great job.
Like canned fish?
Yeah, it would be similar to canned fish, but once again, it's very homemade. Oh, it's so delicious. Here we go. This is what my dad makes. You can see the peppercorn, and this is a jar, so inside the jar is the fish. Here's another style, but that's spicy. So we do this with fish that has lots of bone. So if there's a lot of bone, we pickle the fish, and then the bone disappears. Delicious. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh! Hungry.
Gross.
More questions?
It's only about a funny preposition at river. You don't say at the river, Shane. You don't say that, yeah?
At the river?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you say I was riding at the river or
No.
by the river?
I was riding along the river.
Along, yeah. Always along, yeah.
Yep. You could say next to.
Next to, yeah.
And you could say I was riding at the river. And if you said that, that means at the river there's probably a little riding track. So it's one special location next to the river where there's a riding track. That's the only time we would say riding at the river. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah. Or by the river, yeah? By the river.
Yeah, biking along the river, biking next to the river, right. Yeah, instead of riding, we can say biking.
Along, next, and by also say?
By the river. Yep, you can say, yeah. Was riding. Once again, this is the best. I was riding along the river is the best. Okay?
Yeah.
And on the river, on.
If the river is frozen.
Okay. Okay. Only in the winter. Yeah.
That's right. So in my hometown, we drive our cars on the lake.
On the lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. It's a very special situation. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then they say, I don't know if it's true, but they say Jesus was walking on the river.
And I saw one American magician, what's they call it?
Magician?
Magician. He's walking on the, you have human-made lake. It's very big in United States. It's the biggest.
The biggest man-made lake.
Yes, it's very famous in California. In California.
I don't know
think
what
so.
Let's find out here.
In
Biggest
California, Shane, yeah.
man-made lake in America.
Bombay Beach. Bombay Beach. Oh, boy.
Bombay Beach. I never heard of that.
This is the biggest lake in United States.
Lake Mead, Lake Powell, Lake...
Shane, it was a documentary about this lake, Bombay Beach.
Can you give me the spelling?
Yeah, okay, from Bombay Beach. Yeah.
Bombay Beach. Oops.
It was a documentary about this lake, very famous lake. Yeah, human-made lake in America.
Excuse me. Oh, on the Salton Sea.
Yeah, Salton Sea. Did you find it? Yeah.
Yeah, I found the doc. I'm sorry. I'm not sharing the screen. Sorry. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Oh.
Salton Sea. Yeah, very famous, and it was some kind of spa many years ago. But
Oh,
not
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, it's near San Diego.
In California, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And you know, that movie, Bombay Beach, it's all about that sea and people living there. It's a nice movie.
Oh.
Oh, nice documentary, yeah.
And there is some American magician, he walked on this lake.
He walked on this lake.
Yeah, he walked on it.
It looks like a big foot.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys know more about America than me.
Shane, it's a big country. No offense, Shane, it's a big country.
It's pretty big. Oh, I'm curious. Alex, you're very quiet today.
Russia.
Go ahead.
Ask me about Russia, I don't tell you anything.
Russia, motherland Russia is a very big country.
Wow, you speak very nicely.
He's a little bit Russian. I'm not very good.
I'm wondering how you will speak when you go to United States after 1 month.
Oh,
we will not understand you.
I'm going to be like Country Shane. You're not going to understand anything. Actually, it was really funny. Somebody sent me an email and they asked for an entire video of Country Shane.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to a video when you talk naturally with your friends after after a long time you didn't see them. And
well, what I'm going to do is for the podcast, one of the podcasts, I'll have an interview with Country Shane. So I'm going to interview Country Shane, and we'll find out more about him. So if you guys have questions to ask Country Shane, you have to send them to me, and I'll ask them.
so are you going to settle down in Wisconsin?
No, I'll be in Nevada, probably. I'm going to stop the recording.